Now that we're getting closer to the build getting finished and we are working on the inside of the house, I have been going out and exploring different areas and different thrift stores, and I think I may have found the best Goodwill I have ever come across. Hey there, my name is Yami. I am your Latina next door. Welcome back to Mi Casa. So, as many of you may know already, we are approaching the end of our farmhouse build, and now we are focusing on the interior and the finishes and everything that goes along with it. Now, because we have been dealing with the build of the house, and honestly, we don't have any place to store anything just yet, I have kind of put off thrifting and I haven't done as much of it. There's been a few videos here and there where I've shared some items that I have found with you all, and those items are actually in my parents' house right now because I have nowhere to store them. However, I decided to venture out in our area. We don't have a lot of thrift stores in our area. We're very limited as far as, the proximity to any thrift stores and how many there are, and also the types of thrift stores. I do have a couple of Goodwills nearby, and I decided to check one of them out. The parking lot for this Goodwill, every time I've passed by it, is extremely full. I don't understand what it is. It is a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny. So I guess that's why people are out. And yeah, so we're just going to walk in and see what we can find. All right, so I just got back home, and I hope that Nelson does not go crazy when he sees everything that I bought. The thing is, I really don't have anywhere to put it, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's go. Right. So the very first thing I want to share with you guys that I purchased, it was just a sweet little thing that I saw on the shelf and I absolutely had to have it. And it was this really cute little horse. It's a little bit too dark for me. I will be refinishing it. And I thought this would be something so nice to have, like on a dresser for my little baby girl's nursery. I get to decorate a nursery all over again in this house, so I am excited about that. And when I saw this cute little rocking horse, I thought, how sweet would it be if I, stripped it down and refinished it and had it in her room? And so this one actually only cost $5.99. So I thought for $6, this would be a nice little addition for her bedroom once I'm done refinishing it. Now, there's one thing I've been looking for a while, and I haven't been able to find one in the exact shape that I've been looking for. But I came across it in this Goodwill, and it's this huge lamp. You've seen these all around. Look how big this thing is. I mean, it's bigger. I mean, look at it. It's bigger than my head. So I found this and I am so excited about it. And it only cost me $12.99. And that might be a little steep for a thrift store. However, when you compare it to lamps now, brand new in store, it's still a steal. And I've seen a lot of people remake these into, I guess, that stone, that Pottery Barn weathered stone look. And I'm not going to do that for this. I actually have something really cool in mind to refinish this lamp and really give it something unique and different. I haven't seen anybody do it yet, so I am going to give it a go once I'm in the house. Now, in my last thrift haul video, I shared a ton of those little chandelier shades, and you guys know I'm all about the shades. And I found a couple more, but these are a little bit larger. These are more for like those buffet lamps that are kind of tall and slender, and these were only $2.99 a piece. So $3 for these. They're in perfect condition. I can leave them just as is, or I can recover them. I can paint them. I have a lot of ideas. But I thought I might as well go ahead and get these because I know I'm going to have more lamps in my home. I have actually a lot more places in our home to put lamps in. So I'm looking for lamps all over the place. So I went ahead and picked these up, and I was very happy that they had two of them because if I do come across a couple of slender buffet lamps, I already have shades for them that are just perfect condition. So for $3 each, I thought this was a really good deal. Now, the next item that I bought is more of a seasonal item, but I had to pick it up because it was such a good deal. This was $3.99, and it's all of these bells in a wreath. Now, I don't have to use it in a wreath. And I thought these are actually really nice size. They're beautiful already the way they are. And if I want to use it as a wreath, I can go ahead and leave it that way. It also has this really pretty metal bow. And I don't know if I'm going to take it apart and kind of use this for different items in this year's Christmas videos. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to refurbish it, make it look a little bit better and just kind of keep it in a wreath form. I'm not sure yet, but for $4, all of these bells plus a beautiful metal bow. There's so many possibilities with this. I had to have it. Now, one of the things that I really miss doing that I kind of really got into right before we sold our last house was painting my own artwork. And I want to do a lot more of that in our home. I really want to add a little bit of more personalization when it comes to my artwork in this house. And I really want to start practicing my painting again. And I found this, not very attractive um, painting because obviously this is not my style. It was only $4, but I thought this would give me a very nice, solid, canvas so that I can paint a landscape or anything I want on it. And all that would entail would be just to paint over this and just start anew. And sometimes something like this is totally worth it because you can find it cheaper than a canvas at a craft store. This is something that if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to feel so bad about it. I don't have a lot invested in it because it was only $4 for the entire thing. It already has a way to mount it on the wall. It has this really nice border that I can, leave as is or even paint a beautiful gold, and I can do something with the front. So I was excited to find this. I thought, okay, I'm going to get back to painting, and this is one of the first things that I'm going to repaint. So that got me all excited. So this next item was also a little bit more expensive, in my opinion, for a thrifted item. Now, what I'm talking about here is this beautiful tray that I got for $9.99. Now you see the size of this tray, and you can see that it's still in almost pristine condition. And it's actually from Williams-Sonoma originally. You can see right there. And again, this was $9.99. It's not something that I would have purchased like, oh yes, a $10, tray at a thrift store. However, I do have some ideas for a look for less. And if I do that, then the $10 is, a steal compared to what, the original high-end piece of decor would have been. Now I can always leave it like this. It is a beautiful Christmas piece. But if I want to get more bang for my buck for those $10, which is a little bit more than I spend on a thrifted tray, then I might want to, change it up and make it something that I can use for more than one season. We'll see what I end up doing with this one. Now, this next one is a little different for me. I don't always find really good textiles at thrift stores, but this time around, I actually found something that was really interesting, and I'm not sure what to do with them. So let me know your thoughts. Now, these right here, I'm assuming they are pillowcases because they have a zipper and a pouch. But the reason that I'm not sure if it's pillowcase is because it has this, like right there. It has a grommet, like right there. So I don't even know if this was maybe like a sample swatch that maybe like a home interior design place had, and this is kind of how they had it hung up. I have no idea. Or maybe it was supposed to be like that. I don't know. But I figured if it was one, then it wouldn't have a grommet like right there where the pillow goes because it goes through both sides of the fabric. So I can't put the corner of the pillow all the way up here, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm not so sure what this is, but I got it anyways because it was this. Look at the embroidery on this. This is like, look at that. It is beautiful. And it's this beautiful, like deep blue. It's not a denim. It kind of looks like it, but it's not denim. And it has this beautiful print on it. So I'm not sure if I should just maybe put it up. I think it would be really pretty to have like on the wall, like during the summer, to have a little bit more of a coastal blue, accent on the wall. I can even use it like on a dresser or a small side table, almost working as a runner. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? I actually have two of them. As you can see, they cost me $4 for the set of two, so they only cost me $2 a piece. And if you have any other ideas of how I can incorporate them in my decor, I'd love to know. The next thing I found, which I always love to look for, is this beautiful interior design book. I mean, look how big this one is. It's got a black spine. It has, look at that, beautiful letters on a yellow cover. This would just look beautiful on a shelf, but you guys know that I don't like buying books just because they look pretty. I do want to be able to, browse through them and enjoy them every once in a while. And this book is just exciting because it has so many beautiful ideas for decor on the inside. It's not just a pretty book to have on display. It's actually very useful and very inspiring. So I thought, okay, this is perfect to have. I am a sucker for interior design books, and the fact that this was only like just a couple dollars, perfect. This next one was just one of those one-off like little ideas of mine, and I saw this cute little cage. I don't know if this works, but if it doesn't, it doesn't matter. I can always put a real little tea light in there. It actually reminds me of something that I saw at Pottery Barn, and I figured I can always spray paint this a different color to suit my decor, and I can have it on a shelf or on a side table or on a coffee table next to like a book and some other things, and it can really add a little bit of ambiance with a candle flickering inside of it. And again, for $3, I think it was absolutely perfect. This next one is actually pretty unique, and we all come across glass at thrift stores all the time, and they're usually not the pretty glass, but this one was also something that I thought was really cool. Again, for like a coffee table, side table, an entrance table, a dresser, so many possibilities. But this right here, look at this beautiful bowl on this pedestal that has like this really big bubble. This one is $5.99 and it was originally from TJ Maxx. And I thought it was just beautiful. It doesn't have any chips or anything on it. And I thought that this could be used all year round. You can put fruit in it. You can put any decorative beads on it. You can even put Christmas ornaments during Christmas for this. And I thought it was simple enough, very classic shape, that I thought this was actually something very different and unique that I can put in my home. And I'm excited about it. It just needs a really good cleaning. Another thing that I purchased that I wish I was able to find another one of, but it's okay, was this beautiful milk glass candle holder. Oh my God, look at this. This was $3.99 and there's no chips or anything. It just needs a little bit of cleaning, as you can see where they had old candles. Again, I thought, oh my gosh, how beautiful is this? The beading detail all around, and it's just simple and white, and I can use so many things around it. to decorate with. I thought it was so pretty. I picked it up. I'm so excited. And again, I was bummed that they only had one, but I just couldn't pass this one up. All right, so this next piece is a large basket. It's a really pretty gray color. I may leave it that way. I may not. I'm not sure yet. I'm still deciding. This was $7.99, and you can see how big of a shape it is. And there's really nothing wrong with it. It might just have like a little one right here that's missing, but everything else is pretty structurally sound. The handle is still nice and fixed on it. I saw this because not only is it pretty and decorative, but I can actually use it and, have it work for me in a sense. I can use this whenever we're picking vegetables from the garden. I can also maybe put a liner on it and put extra towels and toiletries and stuff in the bathroom. There's just a lot of things I can do. So it just all depends where it's going to end up. But I love getting baskets like this, especially with some in really good condition and that are of this size. So I'll be getting more baskets hopefully and have them, throughout the house. This was $8 and that might be expensive as well for thrift stores, but I would rather use a basket like this to do stuff and contain stuff in the house than just plastic bins. I find that baskets have a little bit more character and ultimately they just bring more joy to me than just a plastic tote. So that's why I bought that one. Now I found another textile that I really, really loved. And it's this quilt. It's this huge quilt. I'm not sure what size it is. I believe it's a queen size. And it was $19.99 and I looked through it. It didn't really have a ton of like staining. It might have like just one little spot. I love that it is white. I love that it's still in really good condition. It's actually a nice solid, quilt. All it needs is a really good washing and it's going to get a ton of use. The next thing I purchased was this beautiful Christmas wreath. It is a great size and I got it for an amazing price. Wreaths are getting really expensive and I actually have more doors to decorate, especially for the exterior of my home now. So finding something that has a nice base to start with and nice greenery on it is just so much better because then there's less for me to do in order to bring it to its full potential. So I found this one. It's a great size. It looks beautiful. It has different leaves on it and I can do so many things with this for the holiday season. So I was so happy to be able to come across this and pick this up. I never turn away a Christmas item when it's off season, especially if it's Christmas item, because I know I will use it that Christmas. And I love making my own wreaths. You guys know that. So starting with a beautiful base like this, it's just going to make Christmas decorating so much easier for my new home. Finally, I found this metal stand and there's so many possibilities with this. I can add glass to the top. I can use it for a candle. I can use it as a base for a stand. There's so many things. So when I found this, I thought it was really nice structure. It looks very Pottery Barn for me. And so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I thought, okay, this is a perfect base to start with. Let me see what I can come up with. And there's so many different ways that I can use it for the Christmas season as much as everyday use. So I went ahead and picked this up and I think it'll be a great project down the road. Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below which one of these thrifted items was your favorite. I am going to take all these items and pack them up and keep them safe until we get to move into our home. We are in the thick of it right now. We are installing interior doors. We are adding trim. We have the flooring. We've selected our carpet. We have all our tiles picked out. Cabinetry is waiting for us to pick up. There's a lot of things going to be happening in the next several weeks, and I can't wait to share more with you all. I hope to share very soon all of the plans and the different colors that I'll be bringing in. We have the paint here for the interior spaces and my final selections for all of the rooms. And if you're wondering, yes, my kids were able to pick whatever colors they wanted for their rooms. My kids have been patiently waiting for their rooms, and my husband and I talked to each other, and we're like, whatever it is they want to paint their rooms, that's what we're going to do. And we've given them the opportunity to do their paint selections. Of course, I'll be guiding them when it comes to designing and putting things together. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a nursery to put together too, which is really exciting. There's just so much. And I don't know if my brain is going to be able to handle it all, but I can't wait to sit down and share with you guys all of the plans and things that I have in my head for what I want to do to each of the spaces. So I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you guys back here in the very next video. Until then, adios.